but I understand.
Yeah. We're gonna slide into this next question. We all getting older, in our 40s now, no longer in our 20s. So, Antoine, I ain't gonna start with Antoine.
Please,
I'm gonna
thank
start
you.
with
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna
Say the
start with
doctor,
I'm
man.
gonna
Stop
start with
talking to the doctor.
Coach.
He's the guest.
I
Start with
want
him. He looks too comfortable in that seat. Start with the doctor, man.
now. I want somebody to go before. I want somebody to go before him. Just one person. I want to start with Coach on this one, man. What
Yeah.
you know? What I mean, I want to know what distracts
Why
him
don't
because
Vic
he
go first? Why don't we start with
every
Vic?
time. Man, hey, hush up. Just sit over there and look pretty, Antoine.
Sorry,
Just sit
sorry.
over there and be sassy. All right, let me run the show. All right, so Coach Antoine, you know I love you like
Sorry.
a
My
headache.
bad. My bad. Sorry, Vic.
But yeah, Coach. We're in our 40s now, man, and every time you come on the show, every time we turn on the Power Perspective podcast, you got it all together, man. So I want to know. It probably don't seem like anything distracts you. So what distracts you in your 40s?
First and foremost, it's a facade, man.
Hey, we say fake it till you make
It's
it.
a facade. No, I'm joking. No, but you know what? I think when it's totally different now, right? Previously I talked about the fog. I talked about lack of clarity, and I talked about just trying to gain an understanding. And what I would say is that in my 40s, I think I'm more clear and have a better understanding than I've ever had in my life up to this point. Um, so when I look at distractions today, it's definitely not the same distractions that I used to have. Distractions today are more so aligned with my purpose because I want to do everything right now. You know what I'm saying? I got like 50 things that I want to do. And in my mind, I'm 48. So I'm working on borrowed time, brother. And trust me, I know there's somebody who's listening to this right now say I'm young. And I agree with you. I do feel young, right? But I am a lot older than what I used to be when I had a lot more time in my 20s, right?
Facts.
So now at the age of 48, it's like, man, I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to do that. But then there's only so much time that I have in a day. I got to do these things. Dr. Easy talking about getting his degree, getting a master. He said it wasn't a bad thing. And I agree 100%. I should have done that years ago. You see what I'm saying? So here it is at the age of 48, I'm finishing that. Right. And then I have some other stuff. I got people that want me to help them do this. I got people that want me to help them do that. And in my mind, I want to help everybody. I really do. But here's the problem. There's only so many hours on the clock that I have to deal with. And so I have to prioritize. So those things aren't really major distractions, but it pulls at my heartstring when I know I can't, like when I have to tell somebody no, that actually bothers me. Not because I'm disappointing them or things of that nature, because I really have a desire to help them. So when I look at it from that perspective, not getting too caught up in the emotions that I feel for not being able to help someone else. That's the thing that distracts me from time to time. Because in my mind, I would tell you, I am literally sitting here trying to figure out, like, you know what? Antoine said he needed me. I don't necessarily have the time, but I really want to help him. How can I do it? How can I fit what he needs me to do into my schedule? So when I look at distractions today, they're totally different. These are, for me, that's a good distraction to have. When somebody needs you and asks for your help and you can't fit them in your schedule, that's a good distraction to have. Knowing that people are soliciting your assistance, your services, things of that nature, to me, that's a good distraction to have. Now, I would tell them, say, you know what, Antoine, I can't do it right now, bro. I say, but give me X amount of time. I will have these things off my plate, and that way I can dedicate the necessary time to you that I feel what you're asking me to do deserves. So distractions for me, because I think Doc mentioned it earlier that I'm not distracted by females or things that those things don't distract me. The TV don't distract me. I can walk past the TV. I'm telling you, man, I got TVs around there. I just walk past. Sometimes they don't even get turned on. But just going through the course of a day, just figuring out what I am going to time block throughout the day, and then sticking to the things that I time block. Yeah, man. Phone rings. Somebody called me. Say, hey, man, can I talk to you real quick? Yeah, man. What you need? And I'm supposed to be doing something. My schedule is saying at this time you're supposed to be doing your workout, but I'm on the phone because Antoine calls. Hey, man, I need to talk to you real quick. I got a problem. I need to talk over. I'm not going to tell Antoine no about it. If he called me and tell me he got a problem, I'm not going to tell him no. So my workout's going to suffer because I'm dedicated. That's not a bad thing, by the way. To put what I want to do aside for the sake of someone else, that's a good thing. And so when I look at distractions, Now, for me, distractions aren't bad because I have set the priorities in my life, and those priorities fall in line with what my purpose is, my calling. And then for me, that is a non negotiable thing. And because that is non negotiable, distractions look totally different for me.
You get Dr. Easley.
I would say I got to echo that. I don't put it like this: if distractions happen now, I let them happen, and I'm aware of it. It's not they don't like sneak up on me, like like the things that distract me now. Well, I'm just trying to think, like, and when I say distract, when something distracts me, it either knocks me off my course, it pisses me off because I'm normally chill. And then I think about, why do I get pissed off? Because I'm probably gonna have to do something that I normally wouldn't do. Like maybe so somebody else's mess up. Like to touch mine. But I do get distracted, like when I see people who probably can't fight for themselves get taken advantage of. Then I kind of lose it, and then I want to go and do something for them. Or help them out. So what distracts me now is. If something bad happens to my parents, like that'll distract me. Like if my dad calls me and he's, not feeling good, like I can already tell. If that's the first thing in the morning, then that's already gonna be like a rough day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if my mom is in pain or something like that. So I feel like the things that distract me now are the things that I really, really care about, that I'm fully aware of, that I still need to kind of monitor though at the same time, because many things that go on, like for example with my parents, it's not in my control, and so I have to, while I care and I'm going to be available and present with them, I have to work to not and I'm getting better at it too. It's like I don't get too excited about things, I don't get too depressed, I kind of keep it in the middle. So like, ooh, I just made $10,000. I'm usually the person that's like, so what?
Yeah.
I made $1 million. I don't care either. You know what I'm saying? Somebody just broke my heart. There's a part of me that don't care about that either, because I'm like, shoot, you probably let the person break your heart anyway, so they get back to work. Now, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, with some compassion and stuff. But just like
absolutely.
But for me, I got to keep going, right? But I'm not afraid to stop. I'm not afraid to pause. But I'm aware that the things that distract me are sometimes the hard things. Like the things that hurt people, and the things that make me sad and make other people sad.
That's crazy. I think I'll keep mine real quick. Honestly, it's my job. It's something that distracts me. I thought when I got out of the military, I was going to sit around, collect a retirement check, you know what I mean, and just be okay with it. But found my purpose, and I feel like Coach do. Like I'm on fire, man. It's like I just want to do everything. I want to do 10 things all at once. And I can't. And one of the things, like, I love my job. Like, I'm an elementary school counselor. I get hugs all day long. Like, kids love me at the school. At the same time, my purpose is greater than even the love that I have for my job. So even though I love my job, it's a huge distraction, because it doesn't necessarily allow me the time to do all of the other things that I want to do as it relates to my purpose. So, like I said, even though I love my job, it's a distraction. And I think right now where I'm at, in transitioning to more of an entrepreneur type mindset and different things like that, I think it's probably good. It's probably a good thing for me to still be working right now, because I could quit and I could stop, and dedicate 100% to something else. But at the same time, I think it's good for me to be where I am right now, for this season. So, and I know it's going to pay off in this, it's going to pay off, you know what I mean? Because this channel going to blow up and all those other different things like that. We're going to be sitting back here. We're going to be chilling. We're like, man, remember we only had like 60-something followers, you know what I mean? 60-something subs. But, you know what I mean? Like I said, man, one of the things that is a distraction to me is, even though I love my job, is my job. Antoine, you want to go and have Vic clean us up?
I would say my only distraction in my 40s is me. I'm the worst. I have so many things to do. No, I'm serious.
What do you mean?
And I'll tell you, I have certain projects I have to finish, and I take on more. and then I allow myself to get distracted for small stuff like, oh, let me put that chicken in, or oh, let me do this, and oh, let me, and I get pull my own self away from something I know I'm supposed to be doing. Like I'm supposed to be doing this, and I'll say, you know what, let me go make myself a little drink. So then I'll leave there, go and have that drink, stand up there, enjoy it, then go back and convince myself, okay, come on, you got to get started on this again. And I'll have to do it again. And I'll have to rev myself back up in that creative realm, right? Or the worst one is I'll say, man, I didn't work out today. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm going to do it in an hour. Then you get there and you start working out. It goes longer than you. I'm my own distraction, dude. You know, I'm the worst distraction to myself. So I'm trying to prioritize now. Like Coach said, this time I do this time I do that. You know, that's it for me.
Do you think you still procrastinate?
Oh, I don't procrastinate anymore.
No.
Nah, I grew out of that one. You know, I like money. Fuck that.
But you supposed to be painting. You talking about you over there?
Yeah, but I'm not. But look at me. I'm here now. Everything's prioritized now, right? But my own self gets me distracted, you know. And that's I'm the worst at that for myself, not for anything else. Mm-hmm.
There you go, Vic.
I'll leave the next one.
Oh, you muted.
I was making sure, you know, I was waiting my turn, you know. So I like to write the question out. What distracts you in your 40s? And as you guys were talking, you know, I was making sure that I wasn't saying anything that was stepping over anybody else. And the first things that came to mind for me was unhealthy competition with unqualified people and poor expectation management are major distractions in your 40s. All right. So unhealthy competition with unqualified people, self-explanatory. Why are you debating with people that they claim to offer constructive criticism and they never constructed shit? Okay, that's the one. I think that's pretty much in a nutshell. I'm gonna nail these down very quickly. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the other part is poor expectation management. I think that kind of says what it sounds like. You came in with one expectation because you had your own vision, your own delusions of grandeur, and that situation or the individuals contained within that situation threw off all your projected outcomes, ruined your expectations because it was really a distraction. You know what I'm saying? That got you into that space, and it looked like an opportunity, kind of like what I said earlier. So if you have distractions disguised as opportunities, you're going to have a different expectation management that goes along with it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to endure unhealthy competitions that go along with poor expectation management also. You're not going to have anything that's conducive to the outcome that you were projecting because you started off on a distraction. You see what I'm saying? So I think the distraction of choosing something that's disguised as an opportunity when it's really a distraction is another one of the things that comes along with vetting people, places, things, and situations and opportunities, because those variables develop your expectation management.
A whole mouthful right there. Golly. Y'all be knocking these things out the park. And I was like, man, how I'm supposed to respond to stuff like that? That's why I'm the moderator. I ain't sit back in the cut.
You're not.
Hold yours up, Antoine?
Huh?
Hold yours up.
That's poor expectation management, Garfield.
Boom. And Coach just sitting back there just laughing. Coach like the big brother. You just be laughing at the little brothers arguing and playing and pick on each other.
Hey man, I'm enjoying all of it.
I know you do.